In the heart of the tropical forests of northeastern Australia and New Guinea walks one of the most feared birds on the planet. Growing up to 1.7 meters tall and with dagger-sharp claws, the Australian cassowary Casuarius casuarius is a prehistoric relic that seems straight out of a dinosaur movie. Its dense black plumage gives it a ghostly appearance, while its vibrant blue head and bony crest on top of its skull evoke the image of a creature from another time. But what truly makes it a dangerous adversary is not its intimidating appearance, but rather its unpredictable behavior and impressive attack capabilities. With a single strike of its powerful legs, the cassowary can deliver lethal kicks that have resulted in the death of humans and animals. Its curved claws, especially the one on the second toe, can exceed 12 centimeters and function like true blades. Despite being a bird that avoids confrontations whenever possible, when it feels threatened or cornered, it acts with surprising ferocity, moving at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. It can jump more than a meter in the air and swim with agility, making it a formidable predator in its territorial defense. The cassowary does not only scare with its size and strength, but also with its unpredictable personality. Unlike other birds that usually show clear signs before an attack, it can remain still, observing its target intently before acting with a burst of speed and aggression. It is this uncertainty that makes it so dangerous. Any sudden movement can be interpreted as a threat. Reports of attacks on humans usually involve people who tried to feed it or got too close, unaware that they were crossing an invisible line. And when the cassowary decides to act, its precision is almost surgical. It can aim directly at the face or torso of its victim, using its claws as piercing weapons. While fatal attacks are rare, they do happen. The first known record of a cassowary-caused death dates back to 1926, when a 16-year-old Australian, armed only with a stick, tried to drive one of these birds away and ended up being struck by a fatal kick to the neck. More recently, in 2019, an exotic animal breeder in Florida was attacked by one of his own cassowaries and did not survive the injuries. These incidents reinforce why this bird is considered the most dangerous in the world. Even in zoos and nature reserves, where experts deal with it carefully and in a controlled manner, safety measures are strict. Many handlers use reinforced barriers and avoid direct interactions whenever possible, knowing that a single slip-up can be enough to trigger this giant bird's territorial instinct. But what led this bird to develop such strength and aggression? The answer lies in its evolution. The cassowary is a direct descendant of theropod dinosaurs, a group that includes some of the largest predators that ever existed, such as the Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus rex, although it lost the ability to fly. Compensated for this limitation with incredibly muscular legs and a sharp survival instinct. For millions of years, the cassowary inhabited densely forested regions, where it needed to defend itself from predators like crocodiles and dingoes. To survive, it became a swift runner, an efficient swimmer, and a fierce fighter. Its bony crest, known as a casque, serves more than just a decorative function. Researchers believe it helps with penetration through dense vegetation, reducing resistance when moving quickly through the thick jungle. In addition to its physical abilities, the cassowary has a solitary and highly territorial behavior. Unlike many birds that live in flocks or form lifelong pairs, it prefers to roam alone through its habitat, patrolling areas that can extend over tens of square kilometers. During the breeding season, encounters between cassowaries tend to be tense, and violent disputes between males are not rare. Interestingly, after mating, it is the male that takes full responsibility for the eggs. He builds the nest, incubates the eggs for about 50 days, and cares for the chicks for up to 9 months. During this period, he becomes even more aggressive, willing to face any threat to protect his offspring. Even a simple mistake in approaching can trigger a deadly attack. Despite its reputation for aggression, the cassowary plays a vital role in maintaining the ecological balance of the tropical forests it inhabits. It is one of the main seed dispersers in the region, consuming a wide variety of fruits and excreting the seeds intact over long distances. Some plant species rely exclusively on the cassowary for reproduction, as their seeds are too large to be dispersed by other animals. Without this bird, many of these trees would face the risk of extinction, highlighting the tremendous impact a single animal can have on an entire ecosystem. This behavior underscores a fascinating irony. Despite being considered dangerous, the cassowary is essential for life in the forest, but, unfortunately, the cassowary faces threats not from natural predators, but from human activity. Habitat destruction due to deforestation has reduced its range, forcing them to come closer to human-inhabited zones. This increases the risk of encounters with humans and, consequently, fatal incidents. Additionally, many cassowaries are run over while trying to cross roads that cut through their territory. Another concerning threat comes from domestic dogs, which attack the chicks or disturb the adults, provoking aggressive reactions. In some regions of Australia, conservation initiatives are working to protect the species, creating ecological corridors to allow safe movement and educating people about the importance of respecting these animals' space. One of the most intriguing aspects of the cassowary is its communication. Although it is a solitary bird, it produces a variety of sounds to interact with others of its species or alert about potential threats. Among these sounds, one of the most notable is a low-frequency call, almost inaudible to the human ear, but capable of traveling long distances through the dense forest. This sound, known as infrasound, is similar to that emitted by elephants and some whales, allowing cassowaries to communicate even when not in sight of each other. This detail reinforces the idea that the cassowary, despite being a terrestrial animal, retains impressive abilities that make it unique among birds. Another curious detail is its relationship with humans throughout history. Indigenous peoples of New Guinea have lived with cassowaries for centuries, recognizing both their ecological importance and their danger. Some tribes raise chicks in captivity for meat and feathers, but avoid unnecessary contact with adults, aware of the risks involved. Additionally, cassowary feathers are often used in ceremonial attire, and their bony crest is utilized for making ornaments and tools. This ancestral respect contrasts with the way the bird is viewed in some urbanized areas, where it is often misunderstood and treated as a threat to be eliminated. The cassowary's behavior toward humans is often misinterpreted. While some people see it as an unrelenting predator, it actually prefers to avoid confrontations whenever possible. In most cases, attacks only occur when the animal feels cornered, threatened, or trapped. Many aggressive encounters happen because humans try to feed it, making it less fearful and more likely to approach human-inhabited areas. This creates a dangerous cycle. The cassowary begins to associate people with food and may become aggressive when it doesn't get what it expects. That's why experts recommend never attempting to interact with or feed this bird, as a simple gesture can trigger unexpected behavior. Moreover, its adaptability has surprised researchers. Although it is a forest bird, the cassowary has been seen exploring suburban areas near its natural habitat. Its intelligence and impressive memory allow it to quickly learn where to find food and how to avoid dangers. Studies indicate that these birds can recognize patterns and remember specific locations for years, an uncommon ability among large birds. This cognitive trait, combined with its physical strength and territorial behavior, makes the cassowary one of the most fascinating birds in the animal kingdom. Another impressive characteristic of the cassowary is its speed. Despite its robust size and heavy appearance, it is an exceptional runner, capable of reaching speeds of up to 50 km per hour in dense forest. Its muscular legs not only enable this impressive speed, but also give it the ability to jump over obstacles more than a meter high. When cornered, it can use this ability to escape quickly, but if there's no other option, its legs also become deadly weapons. Its kick, driven by powerful muscles, can easily break bones or even pierce vital organs with its sharp claws. This combination of speed and strength makes the cassowary one of the few terrestrial animals that can pose a real threat to natural predators, such as wild dogs and juvenile crocodiles. But, as fearsome as it may seem, the cassowary also has a stealthy and silent side. Its discreet behavior makes it difficult to detect in the forest, allowing it to move unnoticed even by experienced observers. It rarely vocalizes and, when walking, spreads its wide feet to reduce the noise of dry leaves, a strategy similar to that of large hunting felines. This enigmatic trait has led to many legends surrounding the cassowary, with some indigenous cultures describing it as the invisible guardian of the forest. This mystical aspect, combined with its prehistoric appearance and unpredictable behavior, makes it one of the most intriguing animals in the wild. The cassowary also has a peculiar relationship with water. Unlike most terrestrial birds, it is an excellent swimmer, crossing rivers and lakes with ease. Its robust body and powerful legs help propel it through the current, allowing it to explore areas that other animals would avoid. There have been documented cases of cassowaries swimming long distances, giving them a crucial advantage in searching for new territories or escaping predators. This ability reinforces just how well this bird is adapted to its environment, moving efficiently both on land and in water. Another fascinating detail is its diet. The cassowary is a voracious frugivore, consuming a wide variety of fruits, leaves, and even small animals when necessary. Its digestive system is incredibly resilient, allowing it to eat fruits toxic to other animals without suffering adverse effects. This makes it an essential seed disperser, spreading seeds over long distances and contributing to forest regeneration. Some trees rely exclusively on the cassowary for seed distribution, and without it, these species could face extinction. The bird's ability to eat and process large fruits, some of which are the size of tennis balls, plays a vital role in the health of tropical ecosystems. In the end, despite its reputation as a dangerous bird, the cassowary is an essential part of its ecosystem, helping to maintain the biodiversity of the forests it inhabits. Its role in seed dispersal and forest regeneration is just as important as its territorial and aggressive nature. The cassowary is an example of how nature, through its most intimidating creatures, finds ways to maintain balance and ensure the survival of entire ecosystems. It is a bird that, despite being a formidable adversary, deserves our respect and protection. After all, in the wild, every creature has a role to play, no matter how dangerous or mysterious it may seem. The cassowary, while often feared and misunderstood, is a unique symbol of the natural world's complexity. Its size, strength, and unpredictable behavior make it both an awe-inspiring and terrifying animal. As a living relic from the age of dinosaurs, it offers a rare glimpse into the ancient past, linking present-day wildlife to creatures that once roamed the earth millions of years ago. Its relationship with humans is particularly interesting. In regions where cassowaries are common, many people treat them with a mixture of fear and respect, understanding that they must be approached with caution. Yet, at the same time, cassowaries are often subject to human encroachment, and this brings about conflict. While some may see it as a nuisance or even a threat, the truth is that the cassowary, like all animals, is simply trying to survive in a rapidly changing world. Its survival depends on vast, undisturbed forests, which are increasingly being lost due to logging, agriculture, and urban expansion. As human activity continues to encroach upon their natural habitats, cassowaries are being forced into closer proximity to populated areas, leading to more dangerous encounters. These encounters are not inherently the fault of the bird, but rather a consequence of habitat destruction and human negligence. Additionally, hunting, although illegal in most places, still poses a threat to cassowaries. Many people do not recognize their ecological importance, viewing them merely as a threat or an obstacle to development. The cassowary's ability to adapt to the changing environment, however, demonstrates its resilience. It is a bird that can learn to navigate human spaces when it needs to, but its place is truly in the wild, where it contributes significantly to the health and diversity of tropical ecosystems. Interestingly, research on the cassowary has revealed much about its behavior, physiology, and evolutionary history. Studies have shown that, despite its aggressive reputation, the cassowary is also a bird of great intelligence. Its ability to navigate dense forests, remember paths, and communicate with other cassowaries using low-frequency sounds is evidence of a highly developed brain. Scientists continue to study the cassowary's unique traits to understand how it survives in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. One of the key areas of research is how the bird interacts with its environment to ensure its survival. In many ways, the cassowary serves as a reminder that nature is not simply a passive force, but an active, dynamic system where every species plays a part. The cassowary's role as a seed disperser is crucial, and without it, many species of trees would be unable to reproduce, leading to a cascading effect on the entire ecosystem. This bird has evolved to thrive in an environment where survival depends on a delicate balance of speed, strength, and adaptability. Its territorial nature and aggressive behavior are not signs of an unthinking creature, but rather the result of millions of years of evolution shaping it to survive in one of the world's most competitive and hostile environments. While the cassowary is undoubtedly an extraordinary creature, it also faces a range of threats that endanger its future. Conservation efforts are critical to ensuring that these birds continue to thrive in the wild. This includes habitat protection, law enforcement to prevent illegal hunting, and public education about the importance of cassowaries in maintaining the health of tropical ecosystems. In some areas, there are also efforts to establish wildlife corridors that allow cassowaries to move safely between different parts of their habitats without the threat of roads or human settlements. Despite these efforts, much more needs to be done. The challenges posed by climate change, habitat loss, and human-wildlife conflict continue to put pressure on cassowary populations. As the world becomes increasingly urbanized, it is becoming more difficult for these magnificent birds to maintain their territories and avoid dangerous interactions with humans. Fortunately, conservation organizations, researchers, and local communities are working together to find solutions that will allow the cassowary to continue to play its essential role in the forest ecosystem. At the same time, there is a growing recognition of the value of protecting not just the cassowary, but the entire ecosystem in which it lives. The forests of Northern Australia and New Guinea are some of the most biodiverse places on Earth, and preserving them is essential not only for the cassowary's survival but for countless other species that depend on the same habitats. The cassowary, as an iconic and charismatic species, plays a key role in drawing attention to the urgent need for conservation in these regions. By protecting the cassowary and its habitat, we are also protecting the wider ecosystem and all the life it supports. In this way, the cassowary becomes more than just a dangerous bird. It becomes a symbol of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. Ultimately, the cassowary serves as a testament to the incredible resilience and adaptability of life on Earth. Despite the challenges it faces, this prehistoric bird continues to thrive in some of the most remote and wild places on the planet. It reminds us that survival in the natural world is not guaranteed, and that every species, no matter how powerful or seemingly dangerous, must navigate a complex and ever-changing environment. It is a creature that demands respect, not just for its physical strength, but for its ability to survive and adapt to the world around it. By learning more about the cassowary and